This is how a short king pulled off the ultimate scam to obliterate an entire European coalition. Welcome to Napoleon's server. From a literal nobody clowned on by the whole server, Bro snatched the crown with his own hands to climb to the top of the world. But how did it all start? The greatest historical speedrun ever. From a country kid with a goofy accent to the absolute ruler of the old continent. In 1769, on a broke-down island called Corsica that Italy literally fire-sold to France, Napoleon officially spawned. Italy thought this island was too much of a headache, so they dumped it on France. Lucky for Napoleon, he got French citizenship just in time to be born. Napoleon. Look at you flexing French drip and bootlicking the colonizers. You're a traitor to Corsica, Dad. I'm completely disgusted. Dad Carlo, shut your mouth and go to your room right now. You entitled little brat. You know nothing about the real world. On the flip side, Napoleon totally idolized his mom. Letizia was the absolute judge and jury of the house. Her punishments were brutal, but Bro highly respected that. Sent to France for military school by his parents, the country kid instantly got isolated for being broke short and rocking a goofy Corsican accent. French teacher. Napoleon, please step up to the podium and introduce yourself to the class. Napoleon. What's up, you useless bunch? I hate your stuffy accents and your cringe cheese-eating obsession, you absolute dingleberries. Bro didn't go out or scroll social media. He locked himself away to sweat math and geography to level up. He was determined to turn ambition into pure power to beat the server. Royal officer. Your resume is stacked, Napoleon, but unfortunately, we're fresh out of promotion slots. Simeon. Thanks, boss. My dad's a marquis. Anyway, the test was just a vibe check. French aristocratic society was too gate-kept. Officer ranks were handed out based on family tree, not talent. Napoleon got completely hard-stuck. Bro thought, wouldn't it be nice if a literal revolution came along and crashed this whole server? In 1789, the French Revolution exploded, completely wiping out the old admin team and deleting the outdated feudal hierarchy. King Louis XVI got sent to the guillotine. Heads rolled, literally. Napoleon realized this was his time to carry the team, so he immediately joined the military to defend the revolution. Napoleon, 45-degree angle, load the gunpowder and the TNT blocks. Aim straight at the British fleet. Fire. His galaxy brain artillery strategy completely crushed the British at Toulon, earning him a promotion to Brigadier General at just 24. Main character energy activated! But then riots broke out right in the capital. The royalist mobs marched to overthrow the revolutionary government. Napoleon got called up once again to save the day. Napoleon. No time for talking. Give them a whiff of grapeshot fire at will. With real power in his hands, Napoleon wanted to boost his social status by trying to rizz up some rich older ladies. But historical records show Bro had negative rizz and kept getting rejected. Napoleon, would you marry me and rule this European server together? Josephine. This guy is short and talks so cringe, but I'm drowning in debt, so I'll just marry him to clear my tabs. Right after marrying the baddie, Napoleon got shipped off to war to prove his skills. But Bro had no idea that back home, the cheating drama was already broadcasting live. The second Napoleon left Josephine was throwing wild parties all night with her young boy toy, Hippolyte. The entire city of Paris knew Bro was getting heavily cuckolded. Except for him. French soldier 1. Yo boss, I heard you're marrying Josephine. Bro, she's known for being a wild kisser in Paris. In fact, I just saw Hippolyte sneaking out of her room yesterday. What? You all are out of your minds. Is there anyone in this entire camp who hasn't kissed my wife yet? While Napoleon was stressing over family drama, European tensions hit the roof. The feudal monarchies were terrified of France exporting its revolutionary vibes. French envoy. What are you looking at, you outdated feudal monarchs? On behalf of France, I officially declare war on all of you. King Francis of Austria.
What?
France has lost its mind. They dare challenge the balance of power in Europe. Assemble the first coalition. Let's crush them. Wiping away his tears to handle big business. Napoleon was put in charge of the army of Italy, but in reality it was a team of throwers. The soldiers were starving, broke, and completely demoralized. Napoleon. Do you want to stand here and starve in disgrace? Or follow me over that mountain to loot all the gold, emeralds, and premium gear from those rich Austrians? French soldiers. Let's get it, boss. We're starving. Time to go crack some Austrian skulls. The Italian campaign started at speedrun pace. Using his signature divide and conquer move, Napoleon sliced right through the coalition's center, isolating Sardinia and kicking them out of the war in just days. The Austrians retreated to hard defend behind the Lodi bridge, spamming bullets like crazy and shutting down every French push. The battle turned into a deadly stalemate. Seeing their big boss risking his life to manually aim the cannons in the mud, the French soldiers respected him to the core and affectionately nicknamed him the Little Corporal. Thanks to his massive clout, when the order to push was called, the French troops launched a suicidal charge across the bridge, breaking the Austrian defense while the whole world watched in shock. The victory at Lodi was all Napoleon needed to confirm one fact. Bro was officially the greatest, most galaxy-brained human being to ever exist. French officer. Congrats on the massive W, General, but please watch out. Your ego is getting way too big for your modest height. Napoleon. What did you just say to me, you jerk? I've told you 1,000,000 times, I'm literally average height for the time. Who are you calling short? Napoleon completely plundered Italy's riches, shipping millions of emeralds back to France to fix the economy, while paying his men with actual real money for the first time in years. Napoleon. You dare secretly fund the Austrians to fight me, old man? Pay up. Empty all the gold from your vault right now. Pope Pius VI of Vatican quote, "My bad, General. Please calm down. Here's the fine money. Just spare our lives and don't grief our church." Napoleon single-handedly knocked out the Austrian Empire, personally running the peace talks at just 28. Bro officially became the uncrowned king of France. Politician 1. Napoleon just got back and the citizens are dick-riding him like a literal pop idol. If this keeps up, bro is gonna overthrow us. Directory leader. This is getting dangerous. We need to ship this kid far away. Send him to Egypt to cut off British trade routes to India. So Napoleon packed up a squad of scholars and went to Egypt, like a tourist doing archaeology. Bro was constantly flexing his mind like, whoa, a freaky cat man. Whoa, a giant stick. But the vibe check didn't last long because the ocean raid boss, British Admiral Nelson, showed up and absolutely wrecked the French fleet, completely trapping Napoleon. Napoleon, we're cooked. The ships are gone, and now the infantry is throwing at Acre. You guys stay here and farm sand. I have urgent business in Paris. Gotta go. The Egyptian campaign flopped hard. But back in France, Bro used his masterclass propaganda skills, hiring people to overhype his clout, turning a total L into a legendary win. So people still treated him like a hero. Napoleon. The Directory government is so trash and corrupt, everyone is complaining. This server is about to crash. Exactly, which is why I need your clout and your army to stage a coup and kick them out. Are you in? The coup of Brumaire began. The ultimate trap was set when Napoleon faked an assassination plot, tricking all the politicians into an isolated palace outside the city to corner them. Napoleon. Everyone shut up and listen. This server is completely broken. Step aside and let me solo carry this team. ... Councilman. You rebel dictator. You miserable short prick. Kick him out. Get him. Napoleon got beat up and fled the room. The army stood there, completely lost. And the coup was on the verge of failing hard. Lucian. Listen up, soldiers. My brother just got jumped by those traitors inside. If he ever betrays France, I swear I'll drive this iron sword through his chest myself. French soldiers. Let's go save the general. Purge those gatekeeping councilmen inside. A legendary carry from his younger brother saved the coup. Napoleon rewrote the rules to make himself first consul. At age 30, Bro officially became the supreme dictator of France. No time to chill. Seeing France get a new admin, the European powers formed the Second Coalition, marching to the border to raid France. To ambush the Austrians, Napoleon led his men across the Alps. The paintings show him popping a sick wheelie on a majestic stallion. But, reality check, Bro was riding a depressed mule because the ice was too slippery. Austrian General Melas, easy W. That fun-sized little guy is finally retreating in shame. Let's go grab a beer and celebrate, boys. Napoleon. I literally told you I'm average height for the time, you jerk. The backup team is here. Cannons, fire. An insane clutch at Marengo forced Austria to sue for peace. By 1802, even the UK signed a treaty. For the first time in years, the European server was at peace. Napoleon upgraded the administration, dropping the Napoleonic Code to centralize the legal system. But Bro also completely nerfed women's rights, giving husbands total control over their wives. In 1804, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of France. To flex his absolute authority, Bro snatched the crown and placed it on his own head. No god-tier permission needed. Pierre, Sire, you went from an artillery officer to the emperor. Is your massive ambition finally satisfied? Napoleon, what comes after Emperor Pierre God, right? Put it down in the Constitution. That's my next target. King George III of the UK. This Corsican kid really self-proclaimed as Emperor of France and King of Italy? He's way too cocky. Let's form the third coalition and shut him down. Russian Tsar Alexander I. I'm down. I'll bring the Russian squad to Kerry and crack his skull with you guys. We can't let him solo own this server. The UK declared war again. Napoleon raised funds by fire selling the Louisiana Territory to the US, packing 200,000 troops on the coast to invade London. But the British Navy hard carried the channel, leaving the French infantry just staring from afar. Out at sea, Admiral Nelson absolutely obliterated the joint French-Spanish fleet at Trafalgar, trading his own life for the victory. Napo's dream of invading England was permanently deleted. Unable to hit England, Napoleon pivoted east to deal with Russia and Austria sneaking up behind him. Bro activated a speed hack passive using the core system, marching his army at lightning speed. Simply by speedrunning on foot, Napoleon completely trapped Austrian General Mack's army at Ulm before the Russians could even show up. Bro laughed darkly. Destroying an army by marching instead of fighting, too easy. Russian Tsar Alexander I. Look at this. It says, I'm just a little baby boy, and I'm very scared. Please don't hit me. The short Corsican kid is terrified. Let's charge down the hill and hunt him down, boys. Russian General Boris, Galaxy Brain, Your Majesty. We're securing the top spot on the server today. Let's charge down the mountain and clear this map. Napoleon. You fell right into my trap, you arrogant fools. I'm no baby boy. I own this server. Full artillery power. Open fire. Russian Tsar Alexander I. But he told me he was just a little baby boy. How could he scam my trust like that? The masterclass strategy at Austerlitz crushed the coalition. Austria begged for peace for the third time. On his way out, Napoleon dropped a decree that deleted the 1,000-year-old Holy Roman Empire, officially making Germany France's turf. Queen Louise of Prussia. Napoleon literally set up a guild on our turf and scammed us over land deals. Are you even a man? Declare war on him right now. King Frederick William III of Prussia. Ouch, babe. That hurts. Fine, I'll listen to you. I'll go gather a squad and form the fourth coalition to take him out. A completely brain-dead move by the King of Prussia. Without checking the opponent's stats, he decided to play hero and go solo, sending Napoleon an ultimatum. demanding he pull out his troops. The Battle of Jena-Auerstedt exploded. The legendary Prussian army got absolutely decimated by Napoleon in just 1 month. Berlin fell, and Napoleon rode his horse straight into the Prussian capital. After rolling Prussia, Napoleon marched east to finish off the stubborn Russians. But the brutal winter hit, turning the battlefield into a miserable, giant deep freezer. Napoleon. The snow is too thick. The artillery is shooting blind. Call the cavalry backup right now. I'm about to get jumped and turned into an NPC prisoner. Marshal Murat. French cavalry charge. Smash through their infantry lines. Protect the emperor. Let's go. Russian General Bennigsen. It's too cold. Our iron swords are literally frozen. We can't even fight. Call a winter break. Frenchie. I'm completely exhausted. Napoleon. I'm down. My body is frozen into a literal block of ice anyway. Once the snow melts in spring, I'll come back to crack your skull. Spring returned, and the Battle of Friedland broke out. The Russian general threw hard by positioning his army with their backs pressed tight against the Alle River, completely blocking his own retreat. Napoleon instantly activated destroyer mode. Napoleon. Blocking your own retreat means it's time to reset your game. Max artillery. Fire. Send these guests down the river. Massive artillery fire dumped tens of thousands of Russian troops into the river, forcing them to log out. The Fourth Coalition was completely deleted by the unstoppable power of the French Emperor. Left with zero options, the Russian Tsar had to bend the knee and beg for peace. A legendary summit took place right on a wooden raft in the middle of the Tilsit River to split up the server's power. Napoleon. I hate England just as much as you do. Let's form an economic embargo guild and block all their trade routes. Russian Tsar Alexander I. I'm completely down, bro. Solid idea. Let's lock it in and officially become best friends to carry the server from today on. While the two big bosses were hugging and splitting up the European server, the King of Prussia, the guy who literally started the war, got completely left out, losing half his territory to France's knife. From a bullied country kid with a goofy accent and 0 emeralds, Napoleon completely beat the server and cracked every big boss's skull in Europe. This server officially belonged to his absolute control. But the peak is also where the cliff begins. Absolute power made Napoleon cocky, setting him up for fatal throws in the Iberian Peninsula and a literal horror raid campaign coming up in freezing Russia. Napoleon. Part 1 script wrapped up perfectly. Tell the squad to smash that subscribe button to catch my absolute banhammer downfall in Part 2. Peace out.